Diddy done turned over tapes. Allegedly, with the Carters, it's some freak off. And the Beyonce high on the cocaine. And the tapes had jizz all over.
Just when everybody thought the chaos around Diddy's wild lawsuits was dying down, boom, another one just exploded onto the scene. A new alleged victim is stepping forward with a story so insane, it might just flip everything upside down. A man named Joseph Zaro has filed a lawsuit claiming that Diddy didn't just allegedly assault him, he straight up beat him down and left him for dead. But here's where things get even crazier. Zaro says Diddy wasn't alone at those twisted parties. He says some very famous faces were right there watching it all go down. Zaro name-dropped none other than Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James. Yep, he's claiming that they were present that night and did nothing while the horror unfolded. So what's really going on here? Does this mean Jay-Z lied when he said he wasn't tight with Diddy? And what was LeBron doing at one of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties? That's not exactly the kind of court he's known for. This whole thing is spiraling out of control, and it's about to get even messier. But honestly, we should have seen it coming. Diddy's big federal trial is kicking off in just a couple weeks, and now's the time for anybody with dirt to come forward. And Joseph Zaro came with a whole bucket of it. He's accusing Diddy of some absolutely wild things, including trying to take his life. And he's dragging major celebs right into the middle of it. This lawsuit isn't just targeting Diddy, it's shaking up Hollywood royalty. In this wild lawsuit, Joseph Zaro isn't holding anything back. He claims he was snatched up against his will and ended up a victim of what he calls a coercive and organized criminal enterprise. That's not just a party gone wrong. That sounds like something straight out of a movie. According to Zaro, the nightmare began in April 2015. He says he blacked out after touching some kind of greasy substance. He described it as feeling like Vaseline right after opening his own front door. Next thing he knew, he was being taken somewhere he didn't recognize, and it only got weirder from there. Zaro says he came to in a whole different house where someone told him straight up that Diddy wanted him at a freak-off event. This wasn't just any party, so he was allegedly being delivered like a package. And get this, he says he was then taken to Diddy's mansion through underground tunnels that linked Diddy's property to the home of Gloria and Emilio Estefan in Miami. Now pause. Remember when Homeland Security raided Diddy's spot and the internet went wild over rumors about secret tunnels? At the time, Diddy's crew tried to laugh it off, calling it all fake news and conspiracy junk. But now Zaro's claims are putting those rumors right back in the spotlight, and it's looking real suspicious. When he finally woke up again, he says he was already deep inside one of Diddy's wild parties, and the place was popping. He claims the event was already in full swing, and people were acting like it was just another night. But here's the kicker. Zaro says he later found out this wasn't just any gathering. It was allegedly a birthday party for Christian Combs, Diddy's own son. And what's worse, Zaro claims he was forced to wear a creepy pea mask during the event. A mask? At a birthday party? The whole thing sounds like a twisted scene from a horror flick, and Zaro's painting a picture of something way deeper than just wild behavior. He's saying there's a whole system behind it. According to the lawsuit, things took a shocking turn when Joseph Zaro claims he was brought into a room half naked and wearing a bizarre pea mask where none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce were allegedly sitting. Zaro says Beyonce looked straight at him and asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a pea mask standing here in front of me?" Yeah, that's what she allegedly said, and that was just the beginning. Zaro says things spiraled out of control fast. He claims he was dragged through multiple rooms, filled with people who mocked and jeered at him like it was some kind of sick show. And in the middle of all this, Diddy allegedly stood there and said, "We're gonna find out what we do to snitches tonight. Get him undressed." From there, things got even darker. Zaro claims he was forcibly stripped and scrubbed down, not out of care, but humiliation. He says he was then assaulted and forced to take part in unwanted acts until he blacked out once again. According to the lawsuit, when he woke up, he was lying on a couch in a tiny dark room, confused, hurt, and alone. But the nightmare wasn't over. Zaro says he was dressed up, taken out of Diddy's house, and moved to another nearby residence, where he was savagely beaten and left barely clinging to life. It's a horrifying account, and it doesn't end there. He even claimed that while he was being dragged into Diddy's house in that damaged state, music legends Gloria and Emilio Estefan saw him. He says Gloria wanted to call for help right then and there, but Emilio shut it down, allegedly telling her to stay out of it and mind her business. And LeBron? Zaro claims he saw LeBron there too. According to him, when Gloria suggested calling an ambulance, LeBron allegedly looked at Zaro and said, "Y'all better do something about that." The lawsuit paints a disturbing picture, not just of Diddy, but of a room full of stars who allegedly watched it all go down and didn't step in. If even half of this is true, it's not just shocking, it's chilling. Zaro didn't just drop bombshells about what went down that night. He also says the damage wasn't just emotional, it was physically devastating. According to the lawsuit, he suffered catastrophic injuries, including severe internal trauma, permanent damage to his groin, and multiple inguinal hernias. Yeah, he's saying this wasn't just a bad night, this was life-changing. And to back it all up, he claims everything's been extensively documented by medical specialists, including a urologist and a surgeon. This lawsuit is beyond messy. It's packed with accusations, big names, and now serious medical claims. And the fact that Zaro went there, dragging Jay-Z into the chaos, that's bold, real bold. See, Jay-Z doesn't take kindly to getting dragged into scandals. Just look at his last legal mess. When that other case popped off, he went after everyone involved. The lawyer, Tony Busby, and even the anonymous Jane Doe who filed it. Jay didn't back down for a second. He fought it hard, and that case eventually got dropped. Then he turned around and fired off lawsuits of his own against the people behind it. Pure damage control mode. So yeah, for Zaro and his legal team to throw Jay-Z and Beyonce's names into this lawsuit, they better have solid proof because this could get wild real fast. Jay doesn't play games and neither do his lawyers. But here's the thing. This isn't the first time whispers have floated around about Beyonce and Diddy's freak-off parties. While nothing was ever directly confirmed, there were plenty of rumors. Some folks online were already speculating about her presence at Diddy's late-night scenes way before these lawsuits ever surfaced. And the wildest part? There were even claims, totally unverified of course, that Beyonce allegedly made a move on Diddy during one of those infamous parties. Again, no receipts, but those rumors did spread like wildfire before Diddy got exposed with the whole baby situation. At this point, it's not just Diddy in the spotlight. This case is threatening to shake the entire celebrity circle. Okay, so maybe Zaro didn't literally use the word freak off in his filing, but based on the way he described that night, it sounded like something way past your average party. We're talking freakish behavior on a whole different level. And here's where things get even messier. There have been long-standing rumors, even before this lawsuit, that Beyonce was actually caught on camera at one of Diddy's parties doing things that had people raising their eyebrows. Now again, we're not talking confirmed footage. This is strictly what's been buzzing through the grapevine. But still, when that kind of gossip starts flying, it catches fire real fast. What made it all even spicier was something that happened months earlier. Jaguar Wright, known for spilling tea without a filter, made a bold statement claiming there was allegedly a video of Beyonce floating around. Not just a photo, a video. That shook people up. No one's ever seen it, at least not publicly. But the fact that it was even being talked about got folks in a frenzy. Now, just to be crystal clear, we're not saying Beyonce was at the party Zaro described in his lawsuit. He never said that either. But let's be real. The streets are definitely whispering, and the rumors haven't died down since. And guess what? That's still not the end of it, because this whole thing is like an onion. Every layer you peel back reveals something even crazier. There have been whispers for years that LeBron was showing up at Diddy's parties, and let's be real, nobody saw that coming. LeBron's been known as the clean-cut king, keeping his image spotless with no scandals, no cheating mess, none of that. So now, just the association with Diddy's name, it's got people shook. And this isn't just internet gossip pulled from thin air. LeBron himself once said it, clear as day. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. So yeah, that's not just a casual shout out. That's confirmation he was in the mix. And if you've been paying attention, you already know what Cat Williams said about Diddy's parties. The way he told it, you better warn folks before they go. That's how real it gets. So no, LeBron wasn't turning those invites down. And if that one video clip is anything to go by, he didn't just attend, he looked like he was living it up. Yeah, this whole situation, definitely not a good look. Things took another wild turn when fans dug up an old Kanye West interview where he low-key hinted that LeBron and Diddy might have been involved in some very questionable activity. Now, with LeBron being accused of showing up to a Diddy party where a man allegedly got hurt, people are putting those pieces together, and it's getting loud. Now, don't get it twisted. Nobody's saying everything Zorro claimed went down exactly like he said, but the streets are talking, and they're connecting dots whether the celebs like it or not. As expected, everyone named in that lawsuit has denied everything. Denied being there, denied seeing anything, denied even being around that scene, and we gotta admit, they sound pretty convincing. But let's be real. They've got teams of high-powered lawyers, and it's literally their job to make sure every word sounds bulletproof. LeBron's camp responded quick. A rep shut things down with a sharp statement. This is demonstrably false and doesn't even merit a report or response. A basic internet search shows what LeBron was doing all of April 2015. He was playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers and never in Miami. Jay-Z's lawyer Alex Spiro jumped in too, standing firm for his client. And honestly, with names this big, nobody's surprised they're coming back with force. Jay-Z's team fired back hard, saying flat out that Carter wasn't even in Florida when all this allegedly went down. They pointed to public records and appearances that can easily be found, claiming it's proof he was nowhere near that event. His attorney didn't hold back, calling the entire accusation nonsense and saying it only damages people's trust in the justice system. And of course, Diddy's legal team had something to say too, and they went all in. In their official statement, they slammed the lawsuit, saying it demonstrates the depravity plaintiffs will stoop to just to grab headlines and chase a payday. They said no reasonable person could read that complaint and actually believe it. They also added that Diddy looks forward to his day in court, where, according to his team, the lies and twisted motives of those accusing him will finally be exposed. But here's the thing, Joseph Zorro isn't backing down at all. He's sticking to his claims, and from the looks of it, he's ready for a long battle. And if things keep unfolding like this, this is about to blow up even bigger.